Hi, I'm Rabbi Paul Arberman from Temple Beth David in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. In this week's Parshat, Re'eh, we read the verse, Banim atem l'Adonai Elohechem, lo titgodedu, velo tasimu korcha bein einechem lamet. You are the children of the Lord your God. Do not cut yourselves or make a baldness between your eyes when you are mourning your dead. That was the practice of ancient idol worshippers. You might have seen videos or drawings of people sort of whipping themselves, injuring themselves when they were in mourning. The Talmud in Tractate Yavamot expands upon the lesson, though, and brings a teaching about how when the Torah says, Lo Titgodedu, do not cut yourselves, what they are also saying is, do not cut yourselves off into different factions. The rabbis were saying that the Jewish community should get along with each other, not form separate understandings of Jewish law. And then the rabbis went even further and said, there's a personal message there as well. Don't separate, don't cut yourself off from the community. It's not good for a Jewish person or anyone to be alone. We need family, friends, community. I was thinking about these teachings of Lo Titgodedu when I heard of the devastation in Beirut following the enormous explosion last week. Lebanon was already struggling with deep economic and political crises before the blast caused billions of dollars in damage. I heard a newscaster talking about the explosion, and he said, half seriously, "What's the difference between the United States and a third world country?" And his answer was, about 3 or 4 days, meaning, first of all, tragedy from natural disasters or accidents or viruses can strike any nation. And then it's kind of easy for us to be on the sidelines and say, look, they brought down their government following the explosion, or there's rioting in the streets. But we're not so different. We're all human beings. We all need water, food, access to medical care. We all care about our children, and we would go to the streets also if parts of society collapsed. And then I heard the Israeli government, officials in the Israeli government, who took this message to heart of humanity behaving like mensches, like human beings. The Israeli officials said it was time to put aside hostilities and to offer help to Israel's northern neighbor. Netanyahu said on Wednesday in an appearance before Israel's parliament, we have no fight with either Lebanon, the Lebanese people, or with even the Iranian people who are connected. But we only have fault with their governments. This is the time to transcend conflict, a spokesman for the Israeli military tweeted in Arabic. In Tel Aviv, Mayor Ron Huldai had the city hall lighted in the form of the Lebanese cedar flag this past Wednesday. Humanity takes precedence over every conflict, and our heart is with the Lebanese people in the aftermath of this terrible disaster that they've suffered, said the Tel Aviv mayor. Private Israeli citizens offered support on social media, including taped messages compiled and tweeted by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. We stand with you from the mountains of the Upper Galilee, said one woman. Lo Titgodedu, of course, is a reminder to us not to be like idolaters. And of course, it's a message about not dividing yourself into different Jewish factions. But it can also mean more than that. Don't separate yourself from humanity. Stay safe, stay Jewish. See you next time.